Hello, everyone. This is Banchs, and I'm business manager for LIUNA Local 1776. We're the local that represents National Guard technicians and Title V employees in 10 states and in the territory of Guam. I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on with the unions and collective bargaining and then answer some general questions that we've been receiving. Collective bargaining, is it still alive? Do we still have unions? The answer is yes. As you may be aware, the Trump administration issued an executive order in March canceling unions, or at least proposing to canceling collective bargaining agreements under the guise of national security. It has nothing to do with national security. The collective bargaining relationships that we have in every state go back almost 50 years. Even Guam has been represented by a union now going on 8 years. There's a number of lawsuits out there right now that are challenging the executive order. And in each one, the Trump administration is making the argument that even though they have proposed to cancel unions, that right now there's no harm that has been done to unions or employees because they have not actually implemented the executive order. And they're not going to implement the executive order until all the court cases are done. And that could literally take years in order. So we still have a union. Now, what have they done? Right now, they're trying to get rid of us. They're doing everything they can to marginalize us. The biggest tactic is they've canceled dues deductions from your paycheck. And so what we've been trying to do over the last couple of months is to move all our previous dues payers over to PayPal. Now, that's a more direct way of us collecting dues from you. You can do that very simply. You can go on our website, which is local1776.org. That's LOCAL1776.org. Click on Join Now, and then follow the prompts to sign up via PayPal. If you've done so, thank you very much, and thank you for your continued support and membership. The reason they're trying to get rid of the unions is because we're your voice, and we're your voice not only at the state level where we represent you, but we're your voice also in DC. And why is that important? Well, if they get rid of us, then they can also get rid of all our collective bargaining agreements, which right now in every state we have very, very solid collective bargaining agreements. In most of our states, we have employee work schedule choice, which means that you can pick one of 3 work schedules. So that's 410s, 549s, or 58s. In every state that we represent, we have VA admin leave, which means that if you have a VA service-connected disability and you're a dual status technician, that you can go to the VA at no charge to your own leave for up to 80 hours per year. We also have other provisions in there about your ability to take leave. Right now, it's pretty much liberal leave in every state we represent, which means that if you come into work and you feel like taking leave that day after lunch, you can do that right now, and they can't require you to say, in order for your leave to be approved, you have to submit it like 48 hours in advance, like some states have tried to do. We have other provisions in there about your right to privacy, your right to be represented if they want to search, for example, your locker or even your car. These are protections that you have, sometimes we don't think about until you need them. So these are all things that are in your collective bargaining agreement that would go away. All right. And what would that mean? That means that if they wanted to change their work schedule tomorrow, they could do it. If you don't have a union here standing up for you, that's exactly what's going to happen. If you want us to keep enforcing your collective bargaining agreements, then we need to have a union at work. Specifically about what's going on in the federal sector. The what have you done this week email, they're going to cancel the requirement. Imagine that. Obviously, this is something that we had been against from the beginning. It was our suspicion that the emails were going to just a dead email account. There was no AI being used to make sure that people were doing their job. So they've canceled the requirement effective, I believe it was this week. You don't have to keep sending the what have you done this week email. Because of the pending RIFs, should technicians make sure that their SF50s are up to date? And yes, absolutely. Technicians are Title V. You should make sure that your SF50 reflects your correct data. That's your service computation date, your address, all that stuff. Now, there was a question as to why, if I'm a technician, I do not have veterans preference. Technicians do not have veterans preference per federal law. If you're Title V, you do have veterans preference. So if I were you, I would make sure that your SF50 properly reflects it if you have veterans preference. Furloughs. Notices that have gone out in certain states, employees may or will be furloughed. Yes, this is right now, as far as we know, only affecting the Army National Guard. Air Guard is not being affected by these furloughs, but there are some states that are projecting up to 6 weeks of furloughs for Army National Guard employees. Right now, unless they get more money from NGB or DOD, some or all the states are going to be furloughed anywhere from maybe a day up to 6 weeks. We don't know right now. We're waiting on more information, but we'll give it to you as soon as we get it. The planned RIFs, or reductions in force. There was a big push a couple of months ago for agencies to roll up lists of employees that they were going to reduce. This included technicians, but right now, apparently all of that stuff is on hold. What I would recommend right now is just to prepare for the RIF or the possibility of a RIF. And the best way you can do that is to make sure that your employee record is accurate and correct. All right, so those are answers to some of the questions that we've received. At the workplace, within the National Guard, the only entity that is out there fighting for you as a technician under Title V is the unions, whether it's our union or whether it's the other unions that represent technicians in other states like the Association of Civilian Technicians or AFG, which is the American Federation of Government Employees. So these three unions represent National Guard employees in the 54. And we're doing everything we can to fight off these employee attacks, fight the attacks off on the unions and stuff like that. But we need your membership. If we don't have memberships, we don't exist. We are a membership-driven organization, no different than any other membership-driven organization that advocates on behalf of special interest group like NAUGUS, NGUS, who advocate on your behalf on the military side. We're no different than those organizations. If we don't have members, we don't exist. And if we don't exist, you don't have a voice regarding this particular issue. So if you were a union member before, continue that membership. And the way to do it is to sign up via PayPal. Go on our website, local1776.org, click on Join Now, and sign up to pay dues via PayPal. If we don't have a union, you don't have a union. And if you don't have a union, you don't have a representative that's going to stand up for you at work. If you need to contact us, we have state representatives, and then we have our national representatives like myself and my assistant, Jeanette Volatin. You can reach us any number of ways: email, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp. You can call us. Again, if you go on our website and click on the Contact Us link, you can see who your individual representative is at the state level. Reach out to them. If you can't get in touch with them, reach out to us. But we're here for you, okay? We're still representing people. Right now, we have several active cases that are pending. We're still representing employees every day in every state that we represent, okay? So, again, thank you for your support. And thank you for your continued support. If you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you very much. Talk to you soon.